Earl Goodlett. I go by the name Duke. I have a little small production company called Duke Productions on Outlet.com. And I got a movie on YouTube called The Black Vigilante. 3 hours and 5 minutes long. And I'm also working on a new production called The Battered Woman, where a woman get beat up by a controlling boyfriend and her best friend wind up going with him. And I come to her aid to help her build her self-esteem up and teach her karate, how to use it on him. When you step up, they shrink up. That's my new project coming on now. It's in production now, called The Battered Woman. But my movie, The Black Vigilante, check that out on YouTube.
How long have you been living in Kensington?
For about 17 years. I'm originally from 22nd and Fairmount down there on Aspen Street. That's where I grew up at. And then I moved to 18th Montgomery July 17th in 1972.
Tell me a little bit about the transition from 17 years ago to now. What have you noticed, as far as like...
A lot of changes. When I first came around here, it wasn't like that. I'm seeing all these junkies and all that out there, but to each his own. But that's the change now. They all up here now.
So 17 years ago, it wasn't as severe as it is now?
You're right, not when I came up.
How was it like 17 years ago?
It was different, the block I live on, people, speak to me and all that, respect me and all, but I'm on like a quiet block. Everybody stick to themselves. And that's how I like it, because I'm in a quiet life anyway. I don't like a lot of loudness and stupidity.
When you was a little boy, what do you want to become when you grow up?
I never thought about that. That thought never crossed my mind. I know when I was in school, elementary school, I used to write stuff. My teacher used to always say, "What did you write?" And I was too ashamed to let her know, but I see what I am now. I never thought I was going to be a writer for acting and filming and music. I never thought about that. I guess that was my potentials when I was young. I don't know, but I guess I'm doing it now.
How was your childhood like growing up?
I was always by myself, isolated. Sometimes when you like that, you come out better, because you being around a lot of people will hurt you and betray you. And another thing too, family are the first to screw you, and friends ain't far from behind. I'm gonna speak on something like that. When I used to work for the city, I used to always talk that shit with family. No, we ain't no family here. I'm just letting them know it's for real. I'm keeping it real, just to show y'all we never was family. That's why when I retired, I went out the back door like a ninja, kept it real.
How was your relationship with your mother and father?
My father got killed in 1967 in New York. 5 fractured ribs, 1 functioned into his lung. What for to this day I never knew though.
Sorry to hear that, man.
That's okay. I was too young at the time to remember. But to this day I don't know what it was about.
How was your relationship with your mom?
My mother just died 2 years ago, but I'm put it to you like this, bro. If you can't say nothing good about nobody, don't say nothing at all. I'm gonna leave it like that.
Understood. What's a day look like for you out here?
Today's a beautiful day. I'm talking to you, getting this interview in, doing my Tai Chi and getting my movie on production, promoting it by rapping to you.
So besides that, what's a regular day look like for you?
Oh, it's a beautiful day.
So what inspired you to get into film?
Every time I go to plays and movies, that inspired me to get into film, seeing different plays and different movies. Sometimes when I used to work for the city, I used to just sit back and have my pen and pad on me, and that's why I keep all my pens on me. Thoughts coming to my mind, I write it on a piece of paper. Now I just keep a pad on me. So wherever I go, I sit back and just write.
Now, do you go to school for film, or do you learn?
I just do it. Hey, I'm not really what you call a filmmaker. I hire my filmmakers, but they consider me a filmmaker because I'm always directing and behind the scene, and I'm an actor.
Okay.
Now, I never went to school, but I got people to do what you do for me, and they consider me a filmmaker. My filmmakers there on the movie called The Black Vigilante is Jerry Golden and Jerry Golden Jr. and L.A. Moore and Carlos, I forgot his last name.
So tell me, how did you get into film?
It's like this. Back in the day, when I was coming up, they didn't have no cameras and stuff you got and all that. They had stuff in Hollywood. But really, VCR opened the door for me. The VHS days, that opened the door for me. Now I really got in the film from my aspiring actors like Rudy Ray Moore from Dolomite. That's my main band, even though God bless his soul, he gone and all that. He used to call me 3 and 4 in the morning. And Fred Williamson, Jim Brown, A.V. Brooks from Spencer for Hire, the man called Hawk. That's really my main man there, with that big ass gun he used to carry on Spencer for Hire. Yeah, I give him a lot of support, and I really tip my hat off to him too and salute him. And also Jim Kelly, that was my man too. Still my man even though he gone. All the black heroes, you know. I also like Jet Li, that's my main man. He's another Bruce Lee. Steven Seagal. All that got me into movies and gangster stuff like the Elliot Ness days, Robert Stack's, The Untouchables. That really got me into that.
Who are some directors that you look up to, that you admire their work?
I say Fred Williamson. Who else? I admired all the old actors from back in the day. A.V. Brooks.
Do you have any favorite movies you like?
Oh yeah, the original gangsters. Jet Li, Kiss of the Dragon, Romeo Must Die, Fred Williamson, original gangsters. Who else I like? Well, Don the Dragon Wilson. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention him. He's a good kickboxer. I like all his movies. I got everything he ever did, and he's pretty good. And there's some female movie, Cynthia Rough-Rock. I got all her movies like China O'Brien 1 and China O'Brien Part 2. She does some good stuff along with Richard Norton. He's a good martial artist too.
Do you have any other hobbies?
Yeah, martial arts, filming, and recording like independent doo-wop artists. Because I'm strictly doo-wop music and blues. That hip-hop is not my style.
When you look at yourself in the mirror, what do you see?
I see a beautiful black man standing out for what's right. Focusing on my craft. Really, I'm half Indian anyway. My grandmother was Cherokee.
If you could pick a decade to live in, what decade would you pick and why?
I say the doo-wop days, that decade, because the real music was kicking them back then, you know. The guys was hanging on the corner like they was like doo-wopping. That's the real music. But this stuff they got now, I don't know what they call it, and I ain't trying to find out. I ain't trying to be young. Not at my age. You can be old and look young. When you're old and act young, you're stupid.
You do look young.
Wish I was young. For my martial arts stuff, I be doing my Tai Chi and yoga. That keeps me young.
Hey, but you look good for your age, brother.
Thanks.
You know, look like you take good care of yourself.
Yeah, I do. I do the best that I can do.
All right.
Walk 30 blocks a day since I retired.
What job? What was your most recent job?
The city L&I license and inspection, abatement unit.
How was things over there with you?
You don't want to know. Keep it like that.
I heard that you, man. You keep certain things.
Yeah, jackasses.
Got you. All right, let me see what else.
And I was taught, you know, when you hang around a jackass, you become a jackass, and I ain't trying to become no jackass. But like I said, when I retired, I went out the door like a ninja. I ain't want no parties, no speeches, no nothing. Just to show them that we never was family there. All the stuff they did there, I don't want no part of it. That's why I did what I had to do, just wanted to show that my word was my bond.
What's the worst thing that anyone has done to you?
In relationships, your female had heard of me, that's why I did that movie, The Black Vigilante, on YouTube. Just want her to suffer for what she did to me. Which she is somewhere down the line.
What did she do to you?
Left me for no good loser, ran her credit card up to $5,000, but you want to be with trash like that instead of a real man. I seen her in the gallery with her one day, right? Which I ain't know I was gonna run into her like I ain't know I was gonna run into you. I walked up to her while she was with him. I said, "Your day coming." I walked away real fast. I turned around, looked at him. Believe me, I was ready to do some Jet Li. But something said, "Dude, go ahead, you got a movie shoot to do."
How long you guys was together?
About 3 years off and on. Oh yeah, and I got a soundtrack coming out about it too, in a doo-wop flavor, all revengeful music. My aunt told me years ago, God bless her soul, she said, you kill my cat, I'ma kill your dog. And that stay on my mind to this day. But instead of going through all that, to me, personally, the best revenge is to stay away. And that's what I do. That makes you a better person.
Stay away and work on yourself to become a better individual. That way when they see you, you're not the same person who they left.
You're right.
Nice.
I was always taught to make them think you're weak when you're strong.
All right. Do you have any kids?
Oh, nah.
Right.
Took care of a lot of them that wasn't mine, though, when I dealt with their parents. At that time.
What's your plans for the next year?
Next year, continue making movies and record independent artists and the kind of music that I like.
Tell me, who is the most important person to you and why?
I don't know. I never thought about that.
When was the last time somebody told you that they love you?
I can't remember. I don't be around people like that. Like I said earlier, people are the ones that hurt you. And family are the first that screw you, and friends ain't far from behind. Just keep that in mind. You gotta be careful who you deal with. Anybody could tell you they love you, and if they get something from you, you gotta be careful with all that too.
If you had 3 wishes in this world, what would your 3 wishes be?
My 3 wishes to be what I'm doing now. I'm working on my movie, record my doo-wop artist. That's my 2nd wish. And my 3rd wish is to get my own radio station on an independent channel with nothing but strictly doo-wop I'm playing, and blues. Maybe a little bit of country. That's my 3rd wish.
If you had a message to send to the world, what would your message be?
As long as it's something positive, just keep doing what you're doing. Focus on the sun, and the sun will bring the best of you out. That'd be my message to them.
To people wanting to get in contact with you, how can they reach you?
YouTube, Earl Goodlett, www.com, or Earl Goodlett on Facebook, www.com. And my number is 215-289-5743.
You have any last message?
Yeah, you can check my movie out, The Black Vigilante, on YouTube, the movie.